overall, how do you think today went?
We got through it. Definitely a little adversity day. Didn't have my stuff, didn't have my velocity, but just a big day of trusting my defense and trusting the scouting report that Coach Mazey has for him, and just attacking hitters with everything I had.
You mentioned trusting your defense, having a couple nice plays, Landon obviously the assist. How much easier is it for you to go out and do your own job when you have guys like that in the field?
Right. It comes down to filling it up when I know I got them behind me making plays. I look back at the play that Landon made, I believe in the third, and I think that just changed my whole outing to get out of that with only one run, the solo home run. Then it kind of just gave us some energy on offense too, and I think it just kind of set up for a good day for us.
So when you don't have your best stuff, what is your focus? Is it location? Is it trying to mix things up? What's your point that you're trying to get to?
Right. It's just all about aggression and just going at them. The command of the fastball is a lot more important, making sure I get it in, trying to beat guys in on the hands, and then just commanding the breaking balls whenever I can. I had trouble with the curveball today, but to be able to throw the curveball and then fastballs in after just makes the fastball seem a little bit quicker. So even though the curveballs weren't landing, the fastball in was kind of helping me get through the outing.
It seems like your pace of your pitching has picked up a little bit. I know obviously a little bit of that has been pitch clock the last couple of years, but do you find yourself, are you trying to work faster to keep hitters kind of on their toes a little more?
I've typically been a guy that tries to work quicker. I like to get in a little bit of a rhythm and pace and kind of just go. But I think like today there was a few points that I catch myself going a little bit too quick and getting out of a rhythm or falling behind a count 2-0, and I've just worked too quick for it. And sometimes I do need to slow myself down a little.
As a starter, the way your bullpen has been pitching, it was Aiden today. How much more confident does that give you, going into each start?
Earlier in the year, we didn't really know what we had from the bullpen, and I was trying to go out there and throw complete games the way Blaine does, and it took away from my attack in the first couple innings. So once guys like Hags and Reeder and Mage, they've really showed out that I can go 5, 6, 7, and trust coming out with a lead that we're going to keep the lead.
You mentioned the out at the plate kind of swinging the morale. Besides doing that, I mean, what did that play mean in this outcome? You kind of struggled in that third inning, but to only get out of it, giving up the one home run, had to be pretty, enticing for you.
Right. It seemed like they were kind of all over me that inning, and to get out of it, you're trying to get out of it as quick as you can. Sometimes innings feel pretty long when they're hitting you. So for him to get me out of that with that play was huge.
And you were talking about, not having your stuff. I mean, this isn't March. I mean, this is, we're obviously closing in on, Big 12 tournaments and crunch time of the season. So when you get out there and you just don't have it at this crucial part of the season, mentally, how do you get over that kind of hump?
It's weird. Sometimes I feel like I have my best outings when there's a little adversity, when I got stuff wrong with me or bad weather. And so I'm not too worried about, not feeling great today. I know I'll feel great next outing. We got people like Steve and Kelly that take great care of all of us, and we've stayed healthy all year, and I have no worries that I won't be feeling great next outing.